All right, hey guys, welcome to the last power plan of August. I know I really think I say it every week, but I cannot believe how fast time flies. It just especially just seems like summer is coming very quickly to a close, which makes me sad. But so many fun things have been happening, so I think that's also what makes it go by quickly. But anyway, tonight we're going to talk about finishing the month strong because we have tonight plus 2 full days. And then we are going to dive into getting our September pre-planned out. So the first thing I want to make sure that we talk about is the fact that we do still have 2 full days plus tonight. So if some of you are looking at your goals and you're like, oh, I'm not going to make it. First of all, that's the worst attitude to have. Instead of saying I can't, say how can I make it? What can I do? What do I need? If you're looking at needing $3,000, well, divide that by 2.5 because you got 2.5 days. How many you need per day? Break that down by hour or break it down by team members. How many hundreds of dollars do you need per team member to get you where you need to go? Get out of your own way. I think a lot of us just immediately write ourselves off. And the fact of the matter is you have unlimited potential with this business. Time is like my day job. I can only work with so many people at a time. And it has to be in a time period. So I can only do so much with one person in 30 minutes. And there's only so many 30-minute time blocks in a day. But your Lavelle business does not have that constraint. You could be selling stuff 24/7. So you literally have 2.5 days left that you could be working this business with your team. So instead of counting yourself out, ask yourself how. Ask yourself what if. What if I ran a promo? What if I reach back out to that person? What if I reach to my upline and ask for some help? Like what if? Keep asking yourself what you could do to get your business where you need to go. There are people who are working for rank advance bonuses for the first time, and there are people who are working to reclaim a rank or keep a hold of a rank advance bonus from the first set of rank advance bonuses. That's like the weirdest sentence ever, but you know what I mean. So I know we've had a couple people on our team recently hit the 4K or reclaim 12K. This is it, you guys. Don't let those bonuses go past you. This type of momentum is the kind of thing that will get you through a debt-free Christmas. Like that's what we're going to talk about starting with September, but this is the momentum. I say it every time, and I hope it sticks with you guys when I'm not around. How you end the month is how you will start the month. So if you want to start September blazing, if you want to make it a September to remember, which I know that's like a super popular thing, then you better make it an awesome August because you have got to finish strong if you want to head into a new month raring to go, okay? So set some lofty goals. Set them right now in your head. I need 5 new customers by the end of the month. I need 3 new promoters by the end of the month. I'm going to sell 4 $400 packs by the end of the month. You know, double, triple may be over, but you're still getting commission on those packs. Your uplines are still getting commissions on those packs. So reach out, find out what you can do. Lavelle threw us a bone. They threw us the double, triple, and then they threw us the which is happening right now, the free shipping. So you still have tonight for that. And if they do 250 or more, they get the free shipping plus the sculpt. So they literally threw you a bone. How many people did you reach out to make sure they got that email? How many of you just assumed that your customers all got that email? You guys, it's the weekend in the summer during school. Nobody's opened their email except for us because we get excited when Lavelle sends us an email. Customers don't. So make it your mission right now to be like, hey, did you get that email? Hey, did you get that email? Hey, did you see I can get your free shipping? Put it on your story. Do what you can. Actually, I would say at this rate, if it hasn't been on your story, it's probably not going to be that impactful because it's going to be rolling over soon. But you know, hey, I can get your free shipping. I can get your free shipping. Don't assume that people saw that email. Oh, I'm sorry, treat meal. Thank you, April. I have sculpt on my brain for a promo I just did. So yes, it's $250 or more gets you free shipping and treat meal. Thank you. You guys don't forget you have to put that promo code in. It does not work without promo code. If when you put the promo code in and then you hit apply, it doesn't pop up and say something to you about having the promo code in there, it's not in there. Keep doing it so you see that. Okay, so after tonight, when that free shipping thing ends, how about you announce tomorrow that you're extending free shipping? You guys, there's different ways to do free shipping. One is credits, which you just basically say, okay, I think shipping is going to be $15 and I'm going to send you $15 to cover it. If you don't have any credits, you can do a rebate. You can reimburse the person for shipping in the form of sending them a check or sending them a Venmo. Keep track of that. That's a business write-off. Make sure if you're giving stuff away, you keep track of that. Or maybe you have a bunch of stuff on your shelf. Maybe you stocked up. on, I don't even know what you might be talking about. I have a lot of regular DFTs. That's why I may be trying to push the last 48 hours. So what do you have that you want to use to incentivize people? Here's the trick though, you guys. If tomorrow is day one for you of telling the world that you're a thriver and sharing with the world that you've got stuff to give, it could work in your favor because it could be the first time someone's heard about it. But for those of you who've been thriving for a really long time and you haven't talked about it in a really long time, don't expect magic necessarily, because your activity creates the activity. But you definitely need to dive in these last 48 hours and start that activity so that when September 1 rolls around, that activity is happening and you're ready to go. So I just can't say it enough. I always say, don't wait on LaBelle to do a promo. Well, by golly, they gave us one. But I'm 99.999% sure that it's going to end tonight, and the last 48 hours are going to be on your shoulders. So start thinking right now, what can I do in the last 2 days to incentivize, to promote? I actually had a lot of success just putting the 3 steps on a graphic, and I used Canva for this, and I called it the reboot kit. And like I just told you guys, I had a lot of regular DFTs. So I just said the $99 reboot kit. People who have been watching, I mean, to me, $99 sounds great versus $100. It's just $1, but it makes the difference, especially on a graphic. So that is something you could do. And actually I have one right now. And if you're not sure, you can go see it. It's in my stories. I just call it Tammy's Daily Essentials. So it's the 3 steps plus balance, because that's what I use every single day, no fail. So people who are watching you want to know what you're using. They want to know what you're doing. If they're following your story all the time, they're probably seeing you take your capsules. They're probably seeing you be on a Zoom, but give them like the inside scoop. Like, you see me do this every morning, but here's what I'm actually doing. These are the parts and pieces. And for the next 48 hours, I can do this for 10 people, XYZ. And again, maybe it's giving them a rebate. Maybe it's a free product. Maybe it's free shipping. I don't know. I don't know what you have in your vault, but I can tell you, if you are like, well, I have $50 in credits, I'm just going to hold them back for September 1st. You've already started September in the negative. That's all there is to it. You need to literally be running so fast through August 31st that when September 1st hits, you don't even know what's happened yet. That's the attitude and the mentality you have to have in business. You cannot look back and you can't jump ahead. You have to stay in the moment moving forward. So that's all I will say about September, about August. Although I take that back. We're going to do Rate of Run really quick, because clearly with it only having 2.5 days left, this is going to give you guys a really good idea of where you're going to end up at. Let me see. Okay, you're going to log into the cloud. And mine is acting really funny. Okay, here it goes. So you're going to log into the cloud. On the very first page, are you sending $1 in credits? I have. Yeah. You can send $1. You can't send like 50 cents, but you can send $1. And actually, the one time I totally even forgot about the DFTs I had on my shelf, and I sent $51 in credits. And then I was like, oh, duh, I have these sitting right here. So, but yes, I have sent $1. And you might even, so like, and again, I don't know what you have or how much you're comfortable giving somebody, but if you had the DFT and you sent them $1, maybe you could send them $15. That would be free DFT and free shipping. Like, it would actually get them $99. Oh, you have DFTs, good. So something like that would maybe even boost it up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm sorry, back to the cloud. You're going to go down to on the very main page there, the very front page, your business dashboard, where it says business snapshot. And you're going to look for the line that says current QV. That is the dollar amount that you and your team, so anyone under you, any promoter under you that has promoters under them, any customer that you've signed up, or a promoter that is, or customer that a promoter has signed up, that all adds up to make your QV. So you're going to take that dollar amount and we're going to divide it by 29, because today is the 29th day of the month. The number you see in front of you is what you and your team have done on average on a daily basis. Take that number now and multiply it by 31, because we have 2 days left. So the new number you're looking at is where you're projected to end. This is a super important time for those of you that are shooting for the 4K, 12K rank advance bonuses, or any of you that are shooting to make sure you're staying within your rank advance parameters from the first round. This is a super important number for you to look at. Where are you? Are you going to hit your goal? If not, it's time to get jiggy. It's time to pull out all the stops. The least amount of bonus money would be for like someone who hits 4K. That's $500 a month in bonus money for 8 months. I don't know about you, but I'm willing to hustle for an additional $500 a month. That can pay off a car. That can pay down student loans. That can be put away for Christmas. That can do a whole lot of things. So yeah, look at the number that's in front of you. That's what you're projected to end at. It's not a guarantee, but that's where you're projected to end. And it's super, super important that you know where that's going to be. Does anybody have any questions about rank advance before we move forward into September? If you do, you can unmute, you can ask, you can type. I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about September. You guys know I get super dorky and excited when it comes to a new month because I don't know, I just love the promise of a new month, right? So this is where now we're going to reverse engineer your rate of run. So you were just looking at what you've done and what you're estimated to do. Well, September is a blank slate. So you can say, hey, September, I am coming in and this is what I'm going to do. So I'll be transparent with you at the top of my calendar. And this is why I asked you guys to bring a calendar if you can. And again, I know mine's gigantic. It's gigantic, but whatever. I love my gigantic calendar. At the very top, it says team goal, $220,000. That would be the team goal for the month of September. So then I take that dollar amount and I divide it by 30 because there's 30 days in September. It's not hard math, but that's what I do, which gives me a total of $7,333 a day that we as a team are shooting for. Now that I know our daily goal as a team, I do this on every Saturday because my calendar goes Sunday to Saturday. But so I go to every Saturday, this is the 4th. So I take 4 times 7,333. So I know by the 4th of the month, the first Saturday, what I need to be at. I do the same thing. I multiply it by 11. So I know by that Saturday what we need to be at. So it just, for me, it's like a guiding light. Like I can look at any given time and be like, oh, we're really close or we're really far off, or here's where we need to be versus here where we are. Because again, this is a business. Business is numbers. Like, are you hitting the numbers? Or is the team hitting the numbers? If I look and by the 4th, if we're nowhere close to that first goal, then I know I need to start getting jiggy with maybe a team promo, like something to, some sort of momentum to get the team rolling early on in the month. Granted, the very next day would be the 5th, which is an auto ship, but I don't place my bets on auto ship. I just try to treat auto ship kind of like the sprinkles on top of your sundae, like it's the bonus, but I don't ever bet on it. I think it's really important to just move forward as if you don't have auto ships happening, because that'll keep propelling you into the new higher numbers. So once I have all of my dollar amount goals listed out for the month, then I look at the calendar and I start thinking, what are important days that I need to make sure I have on my calendar? So obviously every Sunday night I have this. So that's written every Sunday night. Every Monday night I do a Zoom with my team. So that's listed there every Monday night. I have the second of the month, that's free credit day. I want to make sure that I call out free credit day a couple of different ways. One will be to say how many credits I got. I love when I get more than my husband because I like to tease him about that. Although he may get more credits than me this time. We'll see. He'll probably razz me if he does. I also like to call out free credit day because some people don't think that's real. Some people don't really think that we get free product. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but the 2nd of the month is a really big day to make sure you're calling that out. So I always put that on there. All of our auto ship days, the 5th, the 10th, the 15th, the 20th, and the 25th, those are all auto ship is written in there bright red because those are the days I do not want to forget, because it's really easy to get busy. I actually have a leader retreat that I'm hosting in the middle of the month, and guess what day I fly on? Auto ship. So how easy would it be for me to get wrapped up in packing and thinking ahead and totally forget that that's an auto ship day? I don't want to forget that because it's super important for my customers that I have the conversations with them before auto ship day. So really, when I look at a calendar, to me, it's just like my insurance policy. I know my brain. I know I get excited about different things that happen during the day, and I can get sidetracked really easily. So to me, having it written down is how I make sure I keep myself on task. If you are hosting a local or you are attending a local, make sure that's written down on your calendar. If you're going to do like a weekly live, put it on your calendar, because guess what happens if it doesn't go on your calendar? It doesn't happen. It's so easy to be like, I'm going to do a live this week. And then before you know it, it's next week. And you're like, oh, I didn't do that live. I'll do it this week. Put it on your calendar. What day are you going to do it? What time are you going to do it? What's your topic going to be? Where are you going to do it at? Are you going to have a guest? Think those things through and write them out, because it's a heck of a lot easier to push go when you already know where you're headed. Does anybody have anything they put on their calendar that I maybe don't put on my calendar that you want to share with the group? Mine's very goal oriented, appointment oriented. I think it's important for you guys to put like your hair appointments, your doctor's appointments, your kids, I want to say football because of my nephews, but like your kids' sports schedule, because this is a business we do as a lifestyle. So if you see that, let's see, next Monday, you're supposed to be on a dream team Zoom with your team, but your nephew has a game, you can plan now, who can cover that Zoom for me? Or could we do the Zoom earlier? Like you can think ahead versus being like, oh shoot, I forgot this was going to happen on this day and time. I just have to cancel my team Zoom. Don't cancel your business for your life, but don't cancel your life for your business. Work them together at the same time. There's a way around all of that. There's plenty of people, whether it's your own downline or sidelines or even uplines, to pitch hit for you. So again, I'm going to say this, I say this all the time. If you're not doing some sort of live or Zoom or call with your team, even if your team is one person, you're missing your opportunity to grow your team. Yes, I know people have group chats. I think group chats are great. It's a great way to pass communication, but there's something about seeing a person's face and hearing their voice. So even if it's just you and your one promoter in your downline, guess what? Ask your upline to hop on. Now you got 3 people on that Zoom, right? It's growing by the minute. Ask a side sister that you respect to hop on. Now you got 4 people on that Zoom. Create the environment that you want. You guys, a lot of you have heard my story. The first local I ever did, it was just me and my husband. Nobody showed up. I could have quit right there. I could have kept going. Obviously, I kept going. Now, when we have locals, a lot more people show up than just me and my husband. So you got to create the environment that you want for your team. And if you want your team to be like, yes, I can't wait for our Wednesday night Zooms, and you've got to start happy. You got to start doing them. So anyway, that's my thing. I spoke at a leader retreat for Samantha last week, and it was called, my topic was fire your upline. And it was about diving in and taking hold and doing your own thing. And that is the only way to do business, you guys. If you are waiting for someone to have a Zoom, if you're waiting for someone to do a promo, or you're waiting for someone to do a local, that means you're waiting on someone else to make you successful. And there's no way that someone else can make you successful in business. Yes, you might assign the right person that might bring in the volume, but you still won't be successful if you aren't leading your business. Don't wait to share your story. Yeah. Oh, so Sundays are the best day to get your calendar together. I'm about to do it right now. Don't wait to share your story. Yeah. You guys, speaking of sharing your story, it could be, yeah. So Sandra Delbeck actually stepped up to the plate, and I'm just going to share this with everyone on here right now. And I'll share it tomorrow too in our local team Zoom. But she came back from that retreat, and she took over the Lebanon local. She went to the Y, she booked the dates, she's got it all set up. And I'm like, oh, that is so exciting. So that is one way that she is showing the world that she's ready. She's ready for more. So if you're like, man, I wish I could sell more, I wish my team was bigger, you got to show the world you're ready for more. You've got to start showing up for your business. So when I say things like, make sure you're writing down your team Zoom, or make sure you're writing down what weekly live you're going to do, I'm not just saying that to hear myself talk. If I wanted to do that, I would just go back and listen to an old Zoom that I've done, because I say this all the time. I'm saying this because I want you to write that down, because if you start writing those things down and you start doing them, you're going to see your business grow. So now is the time to plan out that calendar. Spend the rest of your evening, caveat, if you are pushing for a rank advance or auto bonus or whatever, you can do this in the morning. But if you're not, then spend the rest of the night getting your calendar ready. Really think it through. On Tuesdays, you could just say, every Tuesday I'm going to run a promo. Every Wednesday I'm going to do a live. Every Thursday I'm going to get myself on a different Zoom, like a Zoom that doesn't belong to me. It's going to be someone else's. I'm going to get some good juices from another team or something like that. Every Friday I'm going to do some sort of fabulous Friday shout out. It could be a shout out for someone on your team. It could be a shout out for the company or a product. Like, start thinking these things through, because when you if you're like me, when you wake up tomorrow and your Monday starts, if you don't know what you've already got to do, it's not going to get done. Right? Like I've said this a million times. A dentist doesn't come into his office on Monday morning and then try to schedule people for the day. They're already on the book, right? The dentist already knows who's coming in, what time, and what they're going to have done that day. You need to wake up the same way because this is a business, just like a dentist, only way less painful, by the way. So think those things through, get those things on your calendar. I have about 10 minutes. So I will just go over kind of our general stuff that we talk about every week. Obviously, like I said, on your calendar, you're looking at the 5th, the 10th, the 15th, the 20th, and 25th for your auto ships. Don't wait till the day before those auto ships to reach out and tell those people, talk to those people about their auto ships. Literally 1 week from today is your first auto ship of September. So now is a great time. We'll do it together. I almost forgot my job. We're going to log into the cloud. Get back into the cloud. This time you're going to actually go to the menu. You're going to go to the My Team button, the My Customer button, at the top where it says customer number, customer name, email. Weird, I have a new customer. I didn't get an email about it. Interesting. Anyway, go all the way to the far right where it says next auto ship and click it twice. It's going to populate by date of upcoming auto ship. So look for anyone that has a 9/5 auto ship. And you're going to write that name down. And tomorrow morning, you're going to start peeking around on their Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is that you're connected to them. If they're not doing anything, then you can go back to your text message or your messenger and see what you guys talked about last time. Ask them questions. What have they been up to? Like the name I just looked at, I know for a fact that they're selling their house. So we'll have plenty to talk about. I mean, her life is crazy right now, I'm sure. Kids are in school, they're packing up a house, they're moving. Black label, right? So it's really easy to go back to your messenger or peek on them and say, hey, what's going on? You know, how's the move going? Or, hey, I saw the kids had their first football game, or whatever it is that you notice. Just ask your customer about their life. The more you know about their life, the more you're going to be able to help them with your products. You know, you don't go into a blind man's house and try to sell him eyeglasses, right? So make sure you know who you're talking to and what they need before you start saying you have the perfect thing for them. And so I like to do that. Like if it's on the 5th, I will take the names and I'll put them on the 2nd. So at least 3 days before I have all my auto ships. So same thing for the 10th. On the 8th, I'll put all, or the 7th, I'll put all the names down. I just always put the names ahead of the date so that I can start those conversations early. And, you know, depending on what comes out of the conversation, you may right away be like, oh my gosh, yes, you're right. You know, it would be so good for that. Like maybe they're like, I'm so stressed out now with this move. I'm not sleeping. Okay, we got rest gel. We got chill. I got all kinds of stuff I can help this girl with, right? Or maybe they're like, everything is great. I feel amazing. You're the best person in the world for helping me thrive. I just love you so much. I can't stand myself. Well, take a minute to enjoy that because it feels good to help people. And then say, well, that's awesome because your auto ship is coming up. So now would be your chance if you want to change flavors, or if you think you have a friend who might want to start thriving with you, we can get them signed up under you as a referral and we can start working to get your auto ship for free next month. But again, if you are like, hey, let's talk about getting, you know, thriving for free. And the person's like, yeah, but I don't like it. Or yeah, but I don't feel good. Or yeah, but I forgot to take it last week. You're talking to a brick wall. You have to know who you're talking to. So take time to build relationships. I know we say it all the time to the point where I think, I don't know if I'm gonna be on my deathbed and they're like, what's your last word? And I'll be like, build relationships. I'll waste my one last breath on that word. You know what I'm saying? But it's so true. Like you can't help anybody if you don't know what they need help with. They call it like their pain points. Like there's all these different things you can learn about it. But what it boils down to is human to human. Our job is in health and wellness. We help people with what? Their health and wellness. So we can't assume they're healthy and well. And we can't assume that just because they took the product, they're healthy and well. We have to find out what's going on. So do your job as a promoter and find out what's going on. As far as like your daily IPAs go, you know, again, you can start as low as 5 reach outs a day, or maybe you're doing 50 a day. Maybe you're going gangster and you're doing 200 a day. I don't know what you're doing. All I know is that if you looked at that rate of run number and you're like, man, that sucks, then I'm going to say, go back to your daily IPA number and say, hey, that sucks too. Right? So your IPAs, they're not instantaneous. Don't get me wrong. You can't send out 200 messages tomorrow and be a 200K by Wednesday. I mean, if that was the case, we'd all be living on an island right now. But if you're not sending out messages on a consistent basis, you're never going to get there anyway. So look at what you're doing consistently. Because some people are like, oh yeah, I do five reach outs a day. But then when they really look like we actually sit down and look at their paper, they did 5 on Monday, they did 5 on Thursday, and they did 3 on Sunday. Right? So they're not really even doing the 5 consistently. So for them, a big change in their business could start with just 5 consistently. But if somebody is doing 5 consistently and their numbers aren't where they want, then we're going to double it. We're going to go to 10, we're going to 20, we're to 30. Just depends on what you want your business to do, what your goals are. And so you have to base your daily reach outs on that. And remember, when I say reach outs, I'm not saying, hey girl, you want to thrive. That's not what we do around here. We build relationships. There goes that word I'm going to die on. Okay. I also want to stress really quickly before we get off here, talk to your uplines. Those of you that have uplines that you can talk to, reach out to them. And if you don't have an upline you can talk to, there is somebody up that you can. So just keep asking until you find someone that you can communicate with. Just bounce ideas off of them. Here's what I did. Here's how many I'm doing. What would you think, or what happened? Get information. People who have been in this longer are not necessarily smarter or better. So that's what I'm saying. Not everyone has an upline they can reach out to. It doesn't just automatically make you smart. However, some of us have uplines like Susan Kaufman and Maria Dillard. Yeah, I would bet the farm on whatever they told me to do, right? So keep reaching up if you need help and get the help. Again, don't wait on someone to come save you. That's not how it works. This is your business. If your business is not where you want it to be, you have to go fix it. Okay. So that's what we're going to end on today. I hope you guys are ready for September. I hope you are just so focused on ending August strong. I will tell you, if you have credits left over and you're like, I don't know what to do with them, you could get some Thrive Nourish purchased. That'll help count towards your volume, make you feel good about something you did. There's all kinds of ways to keep boosting that volume for the end of the month. So if you need me, I'm right here. This video will go up and I will see my team tomorrow. Bye.